Much like the actual Galaxy, Samsung's range of the same name is expanding all the time. You may well have heard of the Galaxy S series of devices, and even the Galaxy Tab tablets that followed after, or even the Note series, which were a kind of cross between the two, a phablet if you like. Samsung then went to confuse the hell out of everyone by releasing a series of tablets under the Note banner, the latest of which is this, the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. We'll be giving it a going over to see if it really warrants a price tag higher than the iPad mini, and if the stylus element really makes it a worthwhile investment. If at any point you want to read the full review on the Know Your Mobile website, just click the little thing in the corner and you can go and have a look there. Right, first things first, onto the design. And if you've ever seen any of the other Samsung Galaxy S devices, you'll instantly recognise that white high-gloss outer shell that first appeared on the Samsung Galaxy S3, and Samsung are insistent on using across the entire Galaxy range. For us, it's a great shame because the materials used are nowhere near as premium as those used by other manufacturers in their high-end devices. And if this is to take on the iPad mini, the plasticky feel might push some towards the Apple tablet. Measuring in at 8 inches, the clue's in the name, it's a little bigger than the iPad mini's 7.8 inches and weightier at 340 grams compared to the iPad mini's 312 grams. We also can't help but feel that the space on the front hasn't been utilised quite as well as it could have been, as there's quite a bit of space between the 1280 by 800 resolution Super AMOLED display and the actual edge of the device. At the top you've got the front-facing 1.3 megapixel camera and the little ambient light sensor thing, and sitting at the foot of the screen is a tactile home button flanked by menu and back soft keys. Round the back it's a similar situation, and you've got the 5 megapixel camera smack bang in the middle of that minimalist rear cover, and of course the token Samsung logo emblazoned right across the middle. Onto the operating system, and it's a bit strange to see Android 4.1.2 crop up here. Given that Samsung's undoubtedly the heavyweight champion of the Android world, you'd have expected to see the latest iteration of Jelly Bean. But no. Whether this suggests Samsung isn't as committed to its tablet range, who knows, but the user experience isn't affected and TouchWiz is on hand to do its usual thing of making icons look nice, and you also get some rather lovely transitions as you manoeuvre around the interface. The main thrust with this one though is all the extra software that Samsung's chucked in to enable you to get the most out of the S Pen stylus. The AirView feature that first made its debut on the Note 2 reappears here and allows you to preview content by hovering the pen over it and making it appear in a little window. It's especially useful for emails and calendar entries. Quick Command's also here and can be used to assign gestures to open specific functions when you're using the stylus, which is quite handy when you remember to use it, that is. Those of an artistic bent will perhaps be most pleased with the addition of the digital poking stick though, as it's really quite adept for sketching and doodling. This can be achieved by either using the S-Note app, so if you need to remember to buy some Doritos for example, rather than go to the trouble of writing the word Doritos, you could just draw one of the corn-based snacks as a visual reminder. Of course, there's all kinds of more useful applications for this feature, it's just that we mainly used it for that, as we're quite forgetful when it comes to crisps. Samsung's S Planner calendar app works especially well with the S Pen stylus, as it allows you to scroll down notes in a rush and have them appear in your schedule. Samsung being Samsung has added a bit of bloatware to the mix in the form of Paper Artist, an app that no one will ever use more than 3 times and only serves to demonstrate what the pen can do. Still, if you like putting weird pencil effects on photographs, you'll love it. That's pretty much the gist of it in terms of the stylus, but the multimedia vibes don't end there, as Samsung has seen fit to include an infrared blaster and a lovely Peel-powered TV remote app. And that's pretty much that when it comes to the main bits of this tablet. Well, the main bits that will make you want to buy it, that is. There are a few other things you'll probably want to know about, so for battery life you'll get a day's use out of one charge, providing you don't rinse it with mammoth video sessions or gaming sessions. In terms of performance, everything's rather swift thanks to that quad-core processor, meaning that lag is a thing of the past. We talk about web use and do all kinds of benchmarking in the editorial, which you're definitely going to read after watching this video, by the way. But if you can't be bothered, we'll just go as far to say that it's really quite swift, and it's more than competent as a device to use while sat on the sofa connected to a Wi-Fi connection. So, given that this tablet retails at around 20 to 40 quid more than the iPad mini, is it worth plumping for one? Well, if you're a stickler for premium design and a unified user experience, Android coupled with Samsung's not so high-end plasticky build quality might not do it for you. But if you're artistically inclined or simply like jotting things down in a rush, then this device is well worth a look. Put simply, if you like to annotate, you could do much worse than opt for annotate. Annotate? Annotate? What's annotate? It's like jotting stuff down. Have you not watched any of this?